right? Oh, anywho, we're live. It is 7 o'clock.
We're live?
Not
Okay.
according to my computer, though.
Why is your computer so slow?
I don't know.
You even restarted it, right?
Yeah. I think it's funny that I have to turn the volume down on my headset because of how loud you are.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so loud.
You create an echo.
I try and be quiet. I'm just really loud.
Yep.
Your children are too.
Anywho,
Anywho.
so let's get this train wreck started. Hey,
Awesome.
look. We're live.
Oh my goodness. What?
Yeah.
So, how have you been doing?
Uh.
That good, huh?
Well, I started that whole challenge of the Oculus versus Kinect
Oh, yeah.
this week. And I played a lot of Oculus over the past 3 weeks. More than 500 minutes last week.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. So this week I'm doing all right. Last night I kind of fell apart at the end
Why?
and ate a bunch of junk I shouldn't have.
Oh.
But
Slacker.
yeah, but I'm still doing everything good today, so that's why I don't have any alcohol with me tonight.
Because
I don't have the calories for it.
you don't have the calories. Sad day. Man, my hair's a wreck. Hi, KDC.
And let's see. According to my sheet, let's see. Last week I weighed, what did it say, 21st?
Yes, it is.
239. So I've lost not 2.2 pounds since last Tuesday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't stepped on the scale in a long
More
time
than I thought it was.
because I don't. I'm afraid of it.
That was after having Chinese and cake for everybody's birthday. In fact, the day after having cake,
Yeah.
I lost a pound, 1.2 pounds,
Heck yeah.
including the cake. I also played an hour of the Kinect or the Oculus, though.
Yeah.
Well, lots of calorie burn. But yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually. If it wasn't for last night, I probably would be back down to 235.
That's awesome.
But I had popcorn and peanut butter and milk because I don't have any chocolate milk.
Oh.
I was about to use the Hershey syrup in it, and I thought, nah, we're already pushing the envelope with peanut butter. Let's just.
You probably. I have sugar-free. I have sugar-free Hershey syrup in there that you could have used.
Well,
I have it for when I do keto.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I should have used that.
Yeah, you could have used that. That would have been fine.
Eh, it's all good. KDC says my best friend makes fun of me for having scales in my bathroom. Why? That's where my scale is.
That's yeah.
Where else would you put it? Of course, I stand on my scale like naked, so I wouldn't be able to do that in the kitchen.
I mean, you could.
No, I couldn't. Too much of a prude. I'm telling you, when I'm home alone, I shut and lock the bathroom door.
I know, you're such a weirdo.
I don't want anybody walking in. I definitely shut it because of the fucking cats.
Right?
Max's hand comes out from underneath the door.
They'll be like, hey, what's up? What you doing?
Yeah, they're like trying to walk in with me. I'm like, I'm sure I could pee by myself here.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time you peed on a cat.
No. Well, that was her fault. She jumped across the toilet as I was peeing. Luckily, she landed in the shower, so it wasn't much to just turn on the water and bathe her. Freaking cat.
So.
That was Gaia.
Yeah.
Ash.
Yeah, that was Gaia.
Yeah, Gaia. She was a little on the touch side to begin with.
Yeah, she was. She was special.
How have you been doing, Miss? I'm starting keto after my birthday.
Well, it's been rough. It's been a real rough time. I've eaten nothing but crap. I was out of my protein shakes for almost a week. So for breakfast, I stop at Dunkin' to get my coffee because it's cheap when I have to buy coffee from the airport. That's the cheapest place to go.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to buy a fucking donut.
At least you didn't go over to the Voodoo and buy a dozen.
I didn't have that kind of money.
You can get single donuts from Voodoo.
I know I can. Luckily, I don't go to the B concourse. Otherwise, I'd be screwed because their coffee's cheap too.
Nice.
But I don't have breakfast, and then I'm like hungry. So then I don't eat lunch at work. So I'll eat a donut at 8 a.m. And then I have maybe like a small bag of chips or something like that from the little snack thing. And then I come back and have dinner. And we've been eating like shit for dinner. Or I have been eating like shit for dinner.
Yeah.
It's been awful.
It's like you're going out of your way because you know that you're not doing keto until after your birthday.
Oh, God. It's been horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I had for dinner tonight? I met Alyssa at Andy's and ate ice cream for dinner.
I had wings and keto pizza.
Yeah.
A little bit more than I wanted, which is why I don't have any alcohol tonight.
Yeah.
But it's that cauliflower pizza from
That's super yummy.
Costco. And it's really good.
It's not necessarily keto. They use rice flour, so the carbs are a little high, but it's
cauliflower.
Still pretty good. It's cauliflower. You said keto pizza. Cauliflower pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not rice.
They use rice flour in it.
I'll have to look that up because I don't think you're right.
I know I'm right because that's why I didn't buy it when I looked at it.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
KDC says he doesn't like how much I care about my weight. He thinks it's controlling my life and the scales are not helping. I think he's overthinking it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're obsessive about it and like weighing yourself every 5 minutes, then yeah. I only weigh myself every day because I'm keeping track of data on how certain foods and activity impact your day-to-day weight. Normally, otherwise I would weigh myself once a week.
That's when I'm doing good. I typically just weigh myself once a week. So, Alyssa's mom, my aunt, was telling Alyssa, because Alyssa was talking about tracking her food and keeping track of what she's eating and everything like that. And she was like, you obsess way too much about food and you just need to eat what you need to fuel yourself and not be obsessed about this and not track this. And Alyssa's like, I'm incapable of doing that.
I'd be 400 pounds.
She's like, why do you think I'm fat?
Yeah.
I'm incapable of just taking in what I need. No.
I need a box of
Voodoo donuts.
cupcakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a box of Voodoo donuts. I weigh myself every morning. Yep. Well, I do, but like I said, I keep track of all kinds of data points. So,
Yeah.
But when I'm not, then it's once a week. Usually on Sunday morning.
But I mean, unless, like Mike said, unless you're obsessing over it, keeping track of it is not a bad thing. And that's what Alyssa was trying to tell her mom. She's like, no, I do need to keep track of it. I'm not letting it control my life, but I'm tired of being fat and I am incapable within myself without tracking to not eat a box of donuts or
Yeah.
So.
And you also got to keep in mind there's all kinds of things that's going to cause your weight to fluctuate from day to day.
Yeah, as long as you're. So, our topic's a fun one.
Yeah.
Mike got Fruit Ninja.
Oh yeah. I'm
for the Oculus, which is a VR headset. And
okay, while you're talking, I'm gonna total up all the minutes I spent on Fruit Ninja.
Okay.
So far.
So
holy shit.
He got Fruit Ninja for the Oculus, and he's been playing. And I've talked a few times about, well, I'd kind of like to play the Oculus, but I didn't like. Mike has a bowling game, and I'm like, meh, it's not worth. So I was like, wait, I want to play Fruit Ninja. Fruit Ninja'd be fun. So Mike's like, okay, here's how you set up your account. We'll add it to my Oculus and you could try it because I don't want you to mess up my scores. And I was like, yeah, because I jack up those scores and not in a good way. So I logged in and played Fruit Ninja a few times. I wanted Mike to buy Beat Saber. That's what I wanted to play. for a long time. That's what Ty plays all the time to help him get in shape. So I played Fruit Ninja and it was amusing. I had I had fun doing it. Mike had fun making fun of me while doing it. Um, and it was fun. So then I was talking to my mom about it. I was telling mom. So mom decided, she told me that for my birthday, which is this coming up Saturday, she would buy Beat Saber for me. So I got Beat Saber and I've been playing that. And I've been playing the Oculus every day after work. I didn't play yesterday because I was off and I didn't get back here in time to play. But I'll probably play after we do this.
In the past month,
Hi Chris.
since I bought
Go
it,
ahead.
I have put in 1,205 minutes, more than,
Oh
because
my
I didn't
goodness.
record every time I played. So 1,205 minutes inside of a month breaks down to 20.09 hours. Remember, I didn't record everything. So
Oh my goodness.
that is a lot of time in one game.
It doesn't tell you how long you've been playing it on the
On
Oculus
the Oculus, no, it's
site.
not like Steam.
Bummer.
Like Steam would tell you how many hours you put into it.
Yeah.
If I bought it through Steam, it would, and I know how to play it through Steam.
Yeah.
But I bought it directly off the Oculus,
Ah.
off Facebook's dealie. So that is a lot of time.
KDC says it's hard because your body gets used to your eating habits. Your body will tell you that you're hungry and you need food when you actually don't because you're used to old eating habits. So it's very true. And that's what my cousin and we were talking about, is that, you know, when you're used to consuming 3,000 calories a day, your body's like, when you consume less, your body's like, I need more than that, until you readjust.
Hey, Neil.
I need
Chris.
you.
I don't know if I ever had that problem. Like when I decided that I wanted to lose weight,
Yeah.
I essentially quit cold turkey. And I'm a stress eater, which is why I've had a problem for the past 10 years. But losing that first 20 pounds, I didn't even give it a second thought.
Yeah.
Like, I think now it's more of a habitual thing at night, which I'm still
Right,
having
that
an
you're
issue
still
with.
having an issue with.
Yeah. But initially, I've lost that 80 pounds and I've kept it off, and I don't even think about it that much.
Yeah.
So, I'm unique.
But so the topic for today, I kind of was starting to touch on it.
We
Yeah.
started talking about it.
I know, is does gamifying fitness really work? Fitness in theory. Like I was reading the title. Leave me alone. I'm tired. So that's what Mike preaches about a lot, is gamifying fitness.
I gamify everything, though.
And making it super fun. Well, I have this horrible habit of not doing anything when I get off work. I'll go sit in there and talk to Mike. I'll come in here and play on my computer. And I'm not super active after I get off work I get back here at about, 5:15, 5:30 most days?
Ish, about, yeah.
And then I don't do anything until it's time to go to bed. But playing Beat Saber and Fruit Ninja, my first day playing Fruit Ninja,
She played it for 5 minutes.
I played it for 5 minutes and I was like, my arms are tired, I'm done.
Like, seriously?
He's
I
like,
play for 20 minutes at a time, and that's only because my glasses get so foggy that I can't see.
Mike was like, are you joking? I'm like, no, my arms are really tired. But I have done it now every day after work. I try and do like 10 to 15 minutes, which isn't very long, but like Ty and I were talking about today.
It's long enough for you.
Yeah. He's like, it's better than when you were sitting there doing nothing. At least you're up and moving. And I've discovered I move around a lot when I have the headset on.
Yeah, you do. There's like you start moseying towards the printer, and I'm
I
thinking
know.
she's gonna put the controller right into the 3D printer.
I was telling Ty today,
I've already clocked my cat once with it.
I'll start off all the way back by the beanbag, which is like at the
It's
back
about
of my drawing
yeah,
area, right?
it's
I'll play
almost
my game.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll play my game, and I'm facing directly ahead. By the time I take off the headset, I'm turned like sideways, and I'm like 5 feet further than where I started, and I'm like, I didn't think I moved that much. How the fuck did I manage this? Like, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you are.
But I'm at least moving around, and I have so much fun. The other night, Sunday night, I wanted to play, but I was really hungry because, again, I did not eat all day. So then I ate, and I was like, ooh, I need to let my food settle for just a few minutes. And I was playing on my phone. And then I was like, I need to do this before we start streaming. So I got on, and I started playing, and I was having so much fun playing, and I happened to look at the time, and I was like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. I need to be in there streaming with everybody. And I wasn't done playing. Like, I could have kept going at least 3 more songs.
Yeah. That's good.
So finding something you enjoy doing, and it doesn't matter what you enjoy doing, as long as you're moving. I know people, which, damn it, what I do? Okay.
Oh.
I know people that actually enjoy running. I am not those people.
Neither am I.
Again, I've said it before, and I will say it every time.
Running is something I wouldn't consider as being a hobby.
If you ever see me running, you should probably run too.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah. If you ever see me running, everybody else should probably start running. Because I don't run for shit. Like, I hate running.
But there's people out there that like it.
But I know people who love it, and they love that runner's high that they get, and it makes them feel so good. And I'm like, you do you, hun. I will never ask me to go on a run with you, because it's not ever going to happen.
It's like that scene from Real Genius. When he asks him, do you still run? Only when chased.
Yeah. But, I mean, if that's what makes those people happy, and that's what they think it's fun, and so they keep doing it because they have fun while doing it, and it entertains them. I'm not those people. But getting up and playing the Oculus, I'm having so much fun doing it.
Yeah. I am a fruit ninja.
Yeah. That I told Mike, I'm like, I think I need my own headset so I don't have to share.
Yeah. You only say that because it gets sweaty as shit.
Yeah,
That's one of the biggest drawbacks to the Oculus, is that it does get pretty sweaty.
Yeah, it gets so gross. That's why I hadn't played Beat Saber before, because Ty's had Beat Saber for a little over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, or no, almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And he's like, Sam, you could play mine. And I'm like, ew. No, I've seen how you walk away from that thing. I'm okay.
At least I'll sit there at least I do use the cleaning rag on it after every use.
Yeah. But I'm like, no, I've seen how sweaty you get, and I don't, I'm okay.
Yeah. I don't think you so, Tim.
So I've never managed to play. But then the other day I'm playing, and I didn't feel sweaty until I took off the headset. It was like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
the sweat dripping down your face.
I'm like, ew, Mike, how do I clean this? This is so gross. So, yeah, I was like,
I think that's one of the biggest things I like about the Xbox instead.
Yeah.
Like, that's another way I gamify fitness, is by using the Xbox 360 Kinect still.
I love it. I just forget to load it up.
Next week I'll be playing tennis for as many minutes as I played Fruit Ninja this week. And then
that's saying something.
Better burn. What? I used to do more than an hour when I was living in Westminster.
Yeah, but
every day. And that was playing Virtual Smash. That wasn't playing tennis. Virtual Smash has a much higher burn rate. Mm-hmm. But the closest thing I've got to Fruit Ninja would be
the tennis.
It's because it's all about the arm movements. So that's why I'm comparing those two games together. And I have a feeling I'm going to get more of a workout playing tennis than I do with the Oculus, simply because when I play tennis,
You're all
I
over the
play
place?
chess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm all over the living room. I get into a game.
Yeah.
So
But, I mean, so the most important thing about trying to lose weight and trying to get fit and trying to be healthier is doing something that you can consistently do. Doing something that, okay,
well,
I hate walking on the treadmill. Okay, I hate it.
see, I like treadmill.
Fucking hate the treadmill.
I like treadmills.
So, I don't walk on the fucking treadmill. I don't like to go to the gym because it means I'm going to have to walk on the damn treadmill, and I don't do it. So then I end up I have a gym membership that I pay for, but I don't go. I don't use it. Because to
Why even
me,
pay for
going
it?
to the gym, I'm going to walk on the fucking treadmill. And I hate doing that. But, again, coming to the house and playing the Oculus, I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun. I honestly think if you had a treadmill here, like the one that Alyssa has, because she had me get up on her treadmill, and I was like, I don't hate this one. It wasn't miserable.
See,
I'll walk in.
I don't mind the ones at Planet Fitness. I like them.
I hate the treadmill. But that's why I don't do it. I don't use it because it makes me unhappy. I don't find it fun. Those 15 minutes that I push myself to stay on the treadmill are hell. That entire 15 damn minutes. So, if there is something when you're trying to get healthy, trying to be fit, trying to lose weight, that you absolutely hate doing, yeah, you'll do it for a little bit, but it's not something you're going to keep doing.
Yeah.
Because humans don't.
The long term.
Yeah, humans don't like to be miserable.
No.
Nobody likes.
Well, that's like back in the day. Do you know how many people I knew back in the day that had workout DVDs collecting dust in their closet?
Oh yeah.
One of my grandmas
I have a couple.
used to have like a stack of workout DVDs and VHS tapes
Mm-hmm.
that nobody touched for
Yeah.
fucking years.
Because they
That's what
weren't fun.
Or when people will buy the Bowflex. I know quite a few people that had home gyms that never touched it.
They were coat hangers.
My brother's home gym, he worked out a little bit, but for the most part, it just sat there.
Yeah, it was a coat
Except
hanger.
he wound up using his bench for like something for working on cars.
Yeah.
So, my brother was quite handy with a vehicle, so he kept active, but he wasn't. I don't think I've ever actually seen him work out.
I don't think so either.
But he still had the bench and the set
Yeah,
and
all
good
that stuff.
Like, why have it then?
Yeah, again, like I said, I'm not going to do stuff that I don't think, I have a hard enough doing the stuff that I think that is fun, so I'm definitely not going to do something I don't think is fun.
Yeah, well, that's one of the cool things about the Oculus is that I've been scrolling through finding all kinds of games. Now, I don't know if they'll have the same calorie burn, but like Premium Bowling is one of my favorite games. I did an article, I did a review on it on Colorado Plays' website, but Premium Bowling is one of the most realistic bowling games I've actually played aside from the Wii. The Wii Sports Bowling was amazing, had great mechanics to it.
Yeah.
And this is right up there with it. So I love bowling, but I'll only burn an average of maybe 8 calories per minute as opposed to playing Fruit Ninja where I'll burn 12.
Yeah.
So different games will have a different burn to them, but you know, it's all about finding the games I like, and I really like Fruit Ninja. I've unlocked all the swords except for 3. 2 of them I can't unlock until it's Halloween and Christmas.
If they till later in the year, you can't
And
unlock
somehow I threw a bomb on accident. I can't figure out how the hell I did it.
Oh.
Like chucked it when I was playing the arcade version, and the bomb
Yeah.
was flying across and blows up on the wall. I'm like, what did I do? How did I do that? Because I have to do that to get unlocked the next sword.
To get the other sword. But I mean, it's so important to find something that gets you moving that you enjoy doing.
Mhm.
What got me first started, you and I used to go on walks. When we first started this and we were together, we would every evening, it'd be walk time. When we first started, I was like, I don't know. But then we had fun. We'd try and hit a mile, and we'd try and beat our fastest times without like, and we tracked it on Runkeeper. And I remember getting so excited when I was like, went from 25 minutes to almost 20 minutes for a mile. And I'm like, yay, I'm doing so, like, just that little bit of improvement was so exciting for me, and I wanted to keep doing it because I felt so much better about it.
Neil, I've seen treadmills used as a great place for folded clothes.
Yep. I don't know if I've seen them for folded clothes, but typically it's clothes hangers, like people throw it over the arms and stuff like that.
See, I would use the piss out of a treadmill.
Yeah.
Probably not nearly as much as I use the Oculus.
No, the Oculus is super fun.
But I don't know, because I can only play for 20 minutes before I can't
Your glasses fog up.
And so, like, I want to get the lens inserts and see if that makes a difference, but they're like $150.
Yeah.
So
well,
that'll be something in my to-do list.
So Alyssa also likes the treadmill. So she'll do something like, she had to pick an hour-long show because the other day she put on Pirates of the Caribbean, which is like a 2 hour and 30-minute movie, and walked for that whole 2 hours and 30
Well, but she was tired after that.
Yeah. She was like, so that was a little bit long.
Rookie.
But she was just watching the movie, and just walking on the treadmill because she was comfortable doing it. So she had to pick a show that's like 45 minutes. So she's like, some days I'll watch 2 episodes of it. And I can't remember what she said she's watching, but she's like, some days when she's like, I just watch the one. She goes, the only time I watch it is when I'm walking on the treadmill. And she's like, some days I watch just 1 episode. It's a little over, it's like 48 minutes. And some days I'll do 2 if I have the time and need the steps and everything like that. And she goes, it's great. She goes, but putting on a full movie, probably won't do that again.
Well, each their own, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean,
I used to walk around LA all the time. I've always been a walker, though. I didn't have a car until I was 22. Yeah. I had a bike and my feet. That's my modes of transportation.
But honestly, Mike, think about it. If rather than sitting there at your desk watching Home Improvement, watching Frasier, watching your half hour,
you should be watching them in the living room because now you have all the things I buy connected.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if you could just put that on while you're on the treadmill.
I don't know if I'd put on a show that I watch. I'd probably put on YouTube stuff that I wind up getting sucked into.
Yeah. And then you're just like, you do that while you're just walking and not paying attention rather than sitting in your chair. And that's what Alyssa was saying that she does. And that treadmill that she has is so easy to walk on. I was like, I loved it when she made me get up on it. And I walked the Vegas Strip. That's the that's the movie when she went in. But
Red Light District.
So But it was fun. It was actually fun.
4.5 miles an hour, so you can quick pace through it.
Right.
Don't look at anybody.
But it was kind of fun to do that because I felt like I was actually doing something. You know what? I wasn't miserable while on it. She was finishing up dinner, and she's like, "You're gonna try and walk on my treadmill, see how." And I was like, "Okay." And normally I hate the treadmill, and I was like, "Are you really gonna?" And I was like, "Oh, this isn't bad. It's not." So.
Cool.
But again, it's important to find things that you find are fun to keep you moving.
I'd love, if I had more money and a car that ran, I would do more bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or playing golf.
Donovan and I, golf too. When Donovan and I were actually going to the bowling alley, we were coming back and I was a pretty sweaty mess.
Yeah.
Of course, that first night I slipped all over the oil, pulled my hip.
Yeah.
Donovan crushed his leg. Or his ankle?
Ankle, I think.
I think it was his ankle.
Yeah.
We kicked our own asses that night. But it was at Celebrity Lanes, and for some reason, the entire alley just felt oily as shit.
Ew.
You can feel it in the air how much oil they put on the lanes.
Ew.
Like there is no reason why this alley should be this slick, and even the approach was slick. Like that should not be happening. So
Yeah.
that's when we stopped going to that one. We go to AMF, and the AMF's lanes are pretty decent. So
That's good. I mean, I would like to take my bike out more.
me too.
I'm really hoping that this summer I can keep the schedule I'm on. Because I would love to go out on the trail in the evenings.
Oh, and at the Arsenal.
That would be amazing.
I'm always worried about getting ran over by the buffalo.
I would be okay with it. I would be
You're not
okay with
gonna-
dying that way.
I could probably. Ooh, I don't know.
I can't outrun a buffalo. I would just die.
I think I can on a bike.
That's
I used to be
fine.
able to.
It's fine. I volunteer as tribute. They can run my ass over. You can get away.
Back in the day, I could get a mountain bike up to 35 miles an hour. I bet I could outrun a buffalo.
I don't know.
Probably not right now.
No. But I think if I could keep this same schedule
Well,
where I'm off in
my
the
leg's going
evenings,
Yeah.
where I'm off in the evenings, I would love to take my bike over and ride the Arsenal for an hour.
Oh yeah, I would.
I think it would
definitely.
be great.
Deer, all the birds that come eat
Yeah.
over here are from the Arsenal.
I just,
Eagles, there's bald eagles in the Arsenal.
I know there are. I just haven't done it because I was on swing shift and I didn't want to do it before I went to work in the first thing in the morning when it's stupid ass hot.
Yeah,
So-
I did.
Yeah,
98 degrees, and I rode for 20 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, I was a hurting unit. That was too
I'm
hot
sure.
for me. Diane says, "Hey, you guys are talking about gamifying fitness. Why didn't you tell me?
We did. We're on.
Should you pay closer attention to the channel?" I had the thumbnail up at like 4:30.
Hey,
I had
bonus.
it all done and ready to go.
That's
yeah.
what happens when somebody gives you a topic the day before.
Yeah, because that happens also often.
I was just saying, yay me, I did it for once.
Right?
But I mean,
Anyway.
what are some of the other things that you've done or do? Like,
Games on the Fitbit. I like
Mm.
the games on the Fitbit. I especially love the trails because it has the pictures. Do you know that on the Fitbit, when you're doing the trails and you click on an image and you move your camera around,
yeah, you
it-
look around.
you actually have a panoramic view of the area that you're
Yeah.
walking. It's so awesome. I like the trails and I like the bingo
hmm
on the Fitbit.
Bingo's super fun. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm in a bingo game right now. I'm losing. Actually, I'm not losing. I only have 3 more tiles to turn over.
Nobody invites me to games.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you all. I'll play bingo by myself.
I
Actually, I have a lot of friends in the UK who invite me to stuff. I bet
Yeah.
you they'll play with me.
I did not start this bingo game this last time. But yeah, I have 9 days, and I have 3 more tiles to turn over. But I have a
That's
lot of stuff to do to get those 3 tiles turned over.
Well, one of the things I talked about before was when playing the Xbox Kinect or the Oculus Rift or the Quest, I'll generate between 2,000 and 3,000 steps with each session.
Yeah.
I hit like 15,000 steps last week at one point. 14,999.
Holy crap.
If I knew I was that close to 15 grand, I would have walked
You
one
would
more
have
step.
one more step, right? I typically, especially when I'm competing, I will look and see before I go to bed what my steps are at. My steps today are really sad, and I don't think I want to share.
Diane says, I wasn't planning on tuning in tonight, what with writing deadlines, but here I am. Hello, how's it going?
So, my steps today, this is really sad. I have 1,379 steps.
You have what?
1,379 steps.
How do you only have 1,300 steps? You were at work today.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't at work
you
today. I
weren't.
was off
That's
today.
right.
That's
You
how.
were off.
So my
Ah.
day consisted of getting up and using the
Jack
bathroom.
and shit. That's what your day consisted of.
I laid in bed.
Even how I can sit here all day and play Minecraft, not get up for anything except for meals, and I will still hit 2,200 steps.
So,
How the hell did you hit
well,
13?
let me tell you how I only hit 13. I got up and went to the bathroom twice, left the house, got in the car, drove to pick Beth up, drove to the restaurant, walked into the restaurant. We parked. We happened to get a close place because I was with Beth. Walked out of the restaurant, got back in the car. Spent 2.5 hours in the car. Got out of the car, walked up to the house, walked back, got in the car again, and spent another 2.5 hours in the car.
Wow. That's awfully special.
So, I spent my day in the car.
Good times. What else do you do for gamifying?
So we compete on Fitbit, play the Xbox, play the Oculus. We'll do little competitions between each other. I have in the past done a diet bet.
I could never really get into it.
So there's a website. I think it's dietbet.com.
I can't remember. Chris was doing that too.
Yeah.
So.
Let me look. I'll look it up real quick.
Okay. While you're looking that up, to answer Diana, yeah, choose. I would do both, game design and creative writing.
Yeah.
And look at me. I am writing books, blogs, YouTube videos, podcasts, and gaming content all the time.
So
just make sure you're not piling too much on your plate.
Right. Okay, so it is dietbet.com is the website. There is an app also. It's kind of cool if you're really committed to actually doing it. Most of them are $35 to $40 to join, and there's ones that last for a month. There's one that lasts for 6 months. Like, there's this whole thing. And you have to do a weigh-in, and it's kind of cool. And the only way you lose your money is if you don't finish, which I've competed in 4. I've lost 2 and won 2.
Chris says I thought dietbet.com sounded like a great idea for me to lose weight. It was not a great idea for me to lose weight. I did lose something, just not weight.
Same here. Yay! But I know people that it works really well for. I know people who love that competitive edge and interact with the people on the forums and do. I am not one of those people. I don't interact with the people on the forums. I don't do everything like that. So then I don't. Yeah, that's why I lost 2 and I've won 2.
Well, that's the whole process. You gotta find. You won't know what you like until you try it.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, so the whole gamifying thing started back in the day with the Nintendo Wii.
With the Wii, yes.
Yes, where we'd play the Wii to get up and start moving and play games. Well, we found out that it's really easy to cheat at using the Wii by sitting on your ass and just move the controller.
Yes.
Like, it kind of defeats the purpose of getting the Wii for exercise. So, I made a rule in the house that if you're playing the Wii, you're on your feet.
Yeah, you had to be standing up.
Then we bought the Xbox. So
with the
we got
Kinect.
360 Kinect. That was the game changer. And I've been playing it ever since. I still have the original system.
Yep.
In there. That's our original Xbox.
It is.
And it has been a trooper.
Oh yeah, it's.
But with instead of the Wii where you can sit down and cheat it, you can't do that with the Xbox. You have to be on your feet, otherwise it won't detect where you're standing.
Yeah.
So you have to be up and playing it. That's one of the biggest reasons why I liked it so much. And then after that, everything just kind of progressed.
Yep. And using the Oculus has been really fun. And I'm finding, because I signed up for it on Facebook, so then I keep getting these ads on Facebook. for a couple other like fitness games on the
Yeah.
Oculus.
I signed up with one, but it was supposedly free, but then you have to buy modules for it.
Oh,
So I'm like,
well,
fuck that, you lazy bastards. Let's call it a free
right.
game then
Don't,
if you're gonna
yeah,
charge people anyway.
exactly.
I want to get the boxing one though.
Yeah,
There's a boxing one that looks pretty
that
cool.
would be fun.
I'm gonna compare the boxing game to Virtual Smash
Fun.
because that's hitting boxing or punching
Yeah,
buttons too.
punching.
So excited to see which one will be better.
Yeah.
At 20 minutes out of time because my glasses fog up.
Well, whatever works.
And Diana, we're all a beginner at some point. Just gotta keep practicing.
Yeah. But I mean, I keep thinking because I keep getting ads for the diet bet. Going back to, and I'm like, man, maybe I'll sign up with another one. And I'm like, bitch, you can't get past 2 weeks on your diet.
I would love to stop paying your water bill. Stop blowing your money.
God. I'm like, if you could get past 2 weeks and actually lose that weight, then maybe you could think about it. But you can't get past 2 weeks in your diet. So do not waste your damn money for that. Because, yeah. I'll get super excited for it. Like the ones I've done, super excited for like the first 1 or 2 weeks of it. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to do the weigh-ins. This is great. And then I'm like, meh. Oh, well. I guess I lost it.
I try.
All right.
There's apps. There's an app that Ty likes. I don't know if it's a game though. I think it's just that workout app.
Yeah.
But he likes it. He enjoys it.
Oh, doing the stealth board.
Stealth board is fun. I haven't. I've done it. It's been a while since I've done stealth board, but you're essentially doing a plank, and you have to move whatever game you're playing. And I like doing the
hang glide one or the other one?
hang glider.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of it. I like doing the hang glider one. You have to move, avoid trees and birds and stuff like that. And I think the highest on it is like a minute and 51 of a plank. My actual record of doing a plank is 2 minutes and 3 seconds, which is precisely the length of the Avengers theme song that I did back in 2014.
My highest.
You did it the entire song.
My highest doing the steamboard with the game is a minute 30.
Yeah, but you do cheater planks.
I can't do a full plank. I'm too fat.
Well,
When I reach a point where I can do a full plank, that'll be another story. But right now, I'm incapable of it. I need to get back to doing that.
Try doing a few reps with that ab roller.
Oh God, no! That
First time I used it, I almost threw up. That is a lot of effort.
yeah, like Chris, it's kind of hard to play the stealth board for 1,000 minutes. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Maybe that'll be a challenge for next year when I'm actually in shape.
Right?
See if I could do 500-minute weeks like I have with the Oculus.
Oh.
There's no way. That's 30 minutes a session. There's no way I could do that.
No, that'd be way too rough.
I'd be able to repel a cannonball with my abs. Bulletproof.
Right?
I'd have my own gravitational pull because my muscles would be so dense.
Right?
That was a thinker.
Oh my God. You have a problem.
Anyway. That's one of the things I liked about Pokemon Go when it first came out was that people were actually
going
getting out and moving around. Yeah.
You used to have to
Pokemon
walk
go through the poles.
You used to have to walk to train your Pokemon.
Yeah. Then there were people that were walking into traffic, into rivers, and off cliffs.
Off cliffs, yeah.
How the hell? I will never be able to understand that.
Me either. Like, I get the
When I'm
traffic
walking,
one.
I pay attention to everything around me. I know where everybody is at all times. So I don't see how you can just.
Okay. The traffic one
There's
makes
no more
sense.
ground on your peripheral vision. You can see the ground disappearing.
Right. So
What the hell?
the traffic one, people are like, "Oh, I'm doing this," and they're not looking. They're looking at their phone and not paying attention to traffic. Like that one. Okay, I understand. If you know you're walking somewhere near a fucking cliff. You know where you are to know that there's a cliff somewhere near you. So how do you? That one never made sense to me.
Kids getting mugged in the park at night.
Yeah. All
Those
sorts
kind
of
of
crazy shit.
That's what I left a thing on Twitter today. Is it just me, or does it seem like? No, it wasn't Twitter. It was Philip DeFranco's show today. Does it seem like we're living in a very poorly written episode of Final Destination? Ohio's trains, and then they had a steel plant explode. I mean, the whole world is going to shit.
Right?
Really quickly.
Really fast.
It's like a bad episode of Final Destination. Talk about a game design failure. I don't know if it would be a design failure.
No.
It
was just human stupidity.
Yeah.
Human stupidity.
Don't explore in a dark park at night. Don't walk off a cliff. I still, maybe it's just my generation.
I just, again, you're walking somewhere where there's a cliff near you. So
I almost installed it during COVID because I was at the hotel for a month and a half, and there's nothing for me to do.
The girls played. They used to play.
Yeah. I was going to, and I didn't. Kind of feel like I missed out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Another thing I do to gamify my shit is my challenges and my spreadsheets.
Yes. Because you are only competing with yourself.
When it comes to collecting data, numbers make me happy. I have spreadsheets upon spreadsheets. You should see my Google Docs folder. That's not including the ones I already saved with LibreOffice. Yeah, I've got all kinds of spreadsheets, and then I make more because I like numbers. That's what makes it fun for me.
Yeah. Well, and then you compete with yourself, and you try and beat your own high scores. You try and.
It's it's one of the reasons why I still use exercise.com, even though it's pretty much defunct by now.
Yeah.
Hardly anybody I know uses it. But it keeps track of my all-time records. Well, it used to until I did a data wipe a few years ago.
Yeah.
But at any point, I can look up exercise.com and know my record push-ups for the most push-ups I've ever done in one set.
Yeah.
Or most sit-ups. They have 2,500 different exercises that you can track.
Yep.
And so I like going through and looking at those and see if I can break my high score.
Yeah.
Of my personal best. And so it's what makes it fun for me. I love beating my all-time best. It's why I did 90 blog posts in 30 days. It's why I strive to write more words. There's 1 million words every year. I'm always pushing my boundaries because that's what makes it fun.
Exactly.
I love the challenge.
And I mean, that's the best thing you can do is find something that is fun for you. And it's going to be different for everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
like
we talked about,
sit there want to plug in data in a spreadsheet.
Like we talked about it when I first brought this up, is I know people who love to run. That will never be me.
I love riding my bike.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be crossing Colorado next year. From north to
Dude,
south.
I can't stop yawning.
Diane says somebody walked off a cliff. Yeah, unfortunately, human stupidity has no bounds. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the late, great George Carlin said, take how stupid the average person is, and then realize half of them are stupider than that.
Yeah. Right?
I love that saying. George Carlin was epic. But yeah, that's so that tracking data. Oh, another thing I enjoy doing. It's not just the spreadsheets, but I like tracking data for blog posts
Yeah.
because I hate when people write out their ass and they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. So I'll collect all the data I can for any particular exercise or workout or whatever I'm doing, and I'll be able to show data precisely of what I experienced. And that's not just for fitness either. I do it for Green Geeks when I'm doing their updates.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. But then I have something to base a blog post or a video on. And so I have all my data in a row. I love being precise. I hate the idea of being wrong in something, which kind of leads into why there's a running joke with my kids, is that I'm always right. Thing is that I'm not always right. I'm rarely wrong. It's because I don't contribute to a conversation unless I know facts behind it. So I usually stay quiet. So that's why they go out of their way to try to prove me wrong, which happens once in a great blue moon. And I admit it, I accept it, learn something new, but I'll never be wrong about it again. And so that's one of the big reasons why I like tracking data. It's fun and it secures my place as knowing what the hell I'm talking about. Chris says, I hear that in the old days they used to play baseball with sticks and balls and you would actually run around outside, right? Crazy. No, back in my day, we'd be outside and you'd play outside until the lights came on the light poles. Then you have to go home for dinner. My generation, we used to sit in the back of an open truck, a flatbed, or a pickup, not flatbed, a pickup truck, doing 65 miles an hour down a freeway on our way to go camping.
Yes.
We weren't pussies, though.
We used to spend, during the summer, I'd spend a good 14, 16 hours outside.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have any friends who I'd spend outside by myself or play with raccoons in the foothills.
I had friends, so we were out roller
My friends
skating,
were furry.
riding bikes, running around, playing in the creek. Like, we were
Yeah.
just out doing stuff.
Yep. Oh, and to top it off with more gamification stuff, I want to get that light boxer. Have you seen Light Boxer?
Yes, it looks amazing.
Has that panel and you can punch and follow with it. Yeah, I want to get that. I want to get that and then compare it versus playing Virtual Smash on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Problem is that motherfucker's $1,500.
I was gonna say, it's so damn expensive.
But I can get it for $31 a month. Like, probably not right now because I've maxed out all my credit cards.
Yeah.
And somebody helped me max out one of them.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was an accident.
I do have $1,500 of Bowflex, but what I wanted was $2,000, so I never even use it. It's just sitting there. Probably looks great on my credit report.
Right?
He still has 100% of his money. Kids these days just stare at smartphones. It's sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I've always been a proponent of technology and the benefits, the hand-eye coordination that come with video games. There's a lot of benefits that come from playing video games. And even I am getting to a point where I'm getting sick of it. Like, I hate my phone. The only reason why I got a phone in the first place is because Sam made me get one. I didn't have a phone for 4 years.
No, it
I
wasn't
refused
that
to get
long.
one.
Wasn't that long.
Yeah, it was 4 years after my Envy died. And then you
No.
forced me to get the LG because you
It was only like a year and a half,
No.
Michael. Yes.
No, you broke my Envy, and it was 4 years. It was shortly before I left is when I got my phone.
No.
Yes.
No, it was only
When
like
did I have the
2
computer
years.
center, Sam?
Huh?
When did I have the computer center, Sam?
The computer center shut down when?
2012.
Okay.
Yeah, technically 2012.
Okay.
When did you break my Envy?
When the computer store closed. That's when I
No.
got rid of my Verizon account.
No.
When the computer... Hey,
Would you stop?
you don't remember it.
Yes, I do. You broke my Envy at the expo. That was the last time I had a phone. You
No, it's
dropped it
not.
and broke it. Yes.
You had a phone
You
after
broke my
that.
envy. No, I didn't. You broke my envy. I didn't have a phone after that. Dumb kids. When I was their age, we didn't have smartphones. We
Had
had to
to,
sit on the couch all day staring at a box halfway across the living room. I'll never understand kids these days.
right?
I remember when I was little, my mom and stepdad used to get me to get up and change the channels on the
Yeah.
TV. I told her,
You were the remote.
well, I asked her, when are we going to get a remote? And my stepdad, we have one.
I used to have to do the dishes every day. And I'd ask, why can't we get a dishwasher? And my stepdad all the time, we have a dishwasher. Its name is Sam. It's very productive. I'm like, why can't we get an electric dishwasher?
We had Foursquare, Double Dutch, and Tag. Tag was a good one. I liked playing
We
Tag.
played tag
I
a
love
lot.
that movie.
I do too.
And some of the games of tag that we had at my dad's house, like during the summer, we'd play tag in the street at dark. But we were all at that point like 13, 14, 15 years old. And it was all the neighbor kids on one street playing tag in the middle of the street, but it was one of those residential areas that were hardly ever trafficked by cars at all.
So my aunt used to have a
Had
cul-de-sac.
a great part to that story.
Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
No, fuck you. Talk about your cul-de-sac.
So I was saying we used to do something similar. We'd play Ghosts in the Graveyard because we were allowed, as long as we didn't leave the cul-de-sac, to go out and play after dark. So in the summer, we had an after dark set where we could go out after dinner and we'd be in like pitch black because we because my hair was blonder than it is now. So I had a black bandana that I used to tie around my hair and we'd play hide and seek and tag. It's like a hide and seek tag Ghost in the Graveyard thing in the cul-de-sac. That was amazing. And we'd be out playing that every night. We'd plan it. We'd be like, okay, everybody's going to go in for dinner. We'll meet you back out here in an hour. And we'd all like change our clothes and be out for Ghost in the Graveyard.
Yeah, we used to do that. Well, not Ghost in Graveyard. We just played tag or baseball, or we played football on the street once.
Yeah?
Once. Just once. Yeah, we kind of fucked ourselves up on that one. But we'd play baseball or soccer, street hockey.
But there was so much less child obesity.
It used to piss off the lady that lived across the street. It was like, we called her Wanda the Witch. She was like to us, she was like, she had to have been like 60 or 70, but she was like the most honest fucking woman. And she moved into a neighborhood that had a ton of kids and then constantly complained that it was too loud. So one time, my dad killed a mouse by stepping on it. They were having a party at the house while me and the kids were out in the yard. Everybody was having a gay old time. So they killed the mouse. I picked up the mouse, walked over to her mailbox, and positioned it in a way where it had its paws and its head looking out at her.
That's not okay.
Hey, when you're 15, everything's funny.
Right? But I mean, if you think about it, when we were think of how many less kids had childhood obesity. It wasn't something. Nowadays, there's more obese children than there are children at a healthy weight. Like,
well, there's a mixture of lack of activity,
too much screen time.
Every 5 seconds, one of these restaurants is pushing out something else that's stupid high in carbs.
Yeah.
Like KFC's chicken sandwich made out of chicken. Chicken.
That's not bad. That's less bad than But think of how many calories are in that.
There's some shit that comes out of Taco Bell. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Deep fried macaroni.
I like deep fried macaroni. I'm fat for a reason. Hello. That's okay. So Doc says the problem is that too much screen time causes mental health and physical health issues. This is the most anxious, depressed generation ever. It's so true.
I blame TikTok.
There's so much more than TikTok. And we didn't have the answer to everything in the palm of our hands. We actually had to think and figure things out. That's another huge problem.
Yeah, we actually had to go to the library.
right? You
Our
actually,
library in Ogden was amazing, though.
you know what? Kids had to use their imagination. Nowadays, kids have no imagination whatsoever. I work at the airport and I see these kids. They're 1 and 2 years old walking around with 10-inch iPads. Like, tell me why your 1-year-old needs a 10-inch freaking iPad.
Yeah, that was something I wouldn't never do. The
These
girls didn't have
kids,
their tablets until they were, what, 9? 8?
8, 9,
9?
but they were also really regulated on their screen time.
Yeah.
And people used to tell me I was so mean about it. That's actually an argument we used to have all the time, is I just felt like our children had too much screen time. But when looking around, our children didn't have as much screen time as half the kids their age. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. But I see these kids, and kids nowadays have no way of entertaining themselves at all. If they don't have an electronic device, they have no concept of what to do with themselves. At all.
Like when the power goes out in my house, I take a breath and relax. I normally stress out a little bit because it is my job, but then I realize that I'm on a retaining contract, so I'm paid no matter what. So whatever. I'll go out back, take care of my pumpkins.
And it says at least 60% of Americans are overweight. I think it's probably more than that. It's more than that.
It is. According to the CDC, it's 2/3 of Americans, so it'd be closer to 67%, and 1/3 of them are morbidly obese.
Mm-hmm. That's Neo says. Go ahead.
I had to find it in a dictionary or encyclopedia. If I didn't find it, my mom threatened to give me a whooping if she found it.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been told that many times. I've got whoopings from belts, paddles, cutting boards.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And so it's honestly offensive to me how I can't have a conversation without somebody looking at their phone a few times.
Yeah, that's a no-go for me. Like, it used to piss me off when we used to go to my brother's house for the weekend.
They'd spend the entire... Yeah.
And they would sit in the garage and just stare at the fucking phones the whole time we were there. I'm like, I came to visit you, not your phone. Yeah. That shit pisses me off. Like, if I ever go on a date, that's one of the first things I'll look at. Is paying attention to. Is, where's her phone and is she looking at it? The last date I went on, she didn't even have her phone out.
Yeah.
She had eye contact. She was really, this is the one I really liked that flaked out on me. But she had strong eye contact. That's why I thought things were going great. She was smiling. Her eyes were sparkling. It was great. It was awesome. But her phone was nowhere near the table.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the hell it was. It wasn't on her. Mine, I had mine on the table, but I had it upside down and set aside.
That's what I typically do. Is I'll take mine and put it upside down and to the side.
And if I'm driving, if somebody sends me a text, I won't even look at it till I get home. I say, yep, if it's important, it'll wait. My mom should not have threatened you with physical violence.
Your mom?
Yeah, your mom. Diana's from a much different generation.
I was gonna say, I honestly
got the hankering for some spankering.
I honestly, like, I don't believe in abusing children by any means.
Oh,
I think
I'm not gonna double up my fist and beat the shit out of somebody.
I think there's a time and a place.
I will rake a belt across your ass if you lie or steal from me.
I think that part of the problem with these last 3 generations after me is that they didn't get their ass whooped and they have no fear and no respect. But that is a whole different topic.
Oh yeah, that's a rant for another day. Everybody's a winner, Truffy.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to jump into it. All right. Okay. Not we're already at 8 o'clock. It's too late to go on to our rant.
Don't. Says even when people use their phone in conversation, like to look something up, it's like people can't make eye contact anymore. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot less eye contact in our world. It stems from the overuse of
social media.
and having to directly look somebody in the face, people have gotten so used to not having to
when you
make
do look
contact.
somebody in the eyes, they get all nervous and shit.
Uh-huh.
She didn't. That's
Yeah.
why I thought That's why I thought that she might have been potentially good, because she played everything right that night.
Yep.
And then I don't know.
Disappeared.
Yep. Whatever.
But
Her loss. And I can say
okay.
that because I know I'm a badass.
Right? You super are. So it is 8:00. Do we have good goals for this week? Anybody have any goals for this week? Last week we had such technical difficulties. I feel like it's been 3 weeks instead of just 2. Like, I feel like, because we skipped the 1 week.
Last week.
We
Yeah.
we were on last week from Sterling.
Oh, yes.
And
yeah,
almost nobody
crashed.
joined us, and it was a shit show. So we were like, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah, I didn't even upload that one to Spotify. That was just it was a clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was working right. Internet kept glitching out. I mean, it was a mess.
I was in Sterling, and it was
no episode
awful.
this time.
So, does anybody have any goals? Because it's been a while since we've had some goals.
I want to finish my my study for the Oculus and get started on the Kinect.
Awesome.
So, I don't know if I'll lose the 10 pounds I was expecting, but I will be. What am I at now? 237. Let's see. Next week, if I stick to everything, where's my spreadsheet? If I stick to everything, calorie-wise, I should be at 233. I'm gonna say I want to be at 230. That's 7 pounds. I don't know.
I think you could do it.
Yeah.
In a week, you could do it. I'm copying Neo's goal. Neo says, I did bad. My goal, don't do what I did last week.
There we go.
For it. It's a great goal. I'm 100% behind that goal. I think I'm taking it for my own also.
Yeah, but that doesn't work in every situation. You can go out and kill like 5 people, and then the next week's goal is like, I'm not going to kill 5 people this week.
And only kill 3. You still
but you still killed 5 people. Any victory is still a victory.
Right?
I'm shooting for weighing 230.
I have not stepped on the scale in about a month, so I will actually step on the scale. And
yeah, Sam's give a shit's gone until after her birthday.
My give a shit is gone until after next Wednesday. That's when we're doing dinner. A week from tomorrow.
Wednesday. Doing dinner.
At Texas de Brazil. We have
what?
plans for my birthday.
Your birthday's on a Saturday.
Oh my god, do not listen when I speak to you.
No. I do.
Basically.
I remember the restaurant. I just didn't know it was a Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know. I didn't actually have the day.
So you try to give me shit for something you never even told me?
We came up with it. We set the date yesterday. Because Mom and Dita are going to be in town, so they're going to go too. So it's you, Donovan, Alyssa, Mom, Dita, and myself.
If you listen really closely, you can actually hear my eyes rolling into the back of my head.
But I do want to try and do better. Oh, I got a great goal for this week.
What kind of sound effect was that?
I don't know.
I gotta go. You ought to read some of your comments on your YouTube videos.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to. They're bad. They're so bad, I'm sure.
Ego boost. I eat vegan most of the week. It wasn't bad, but I still should have watched my calories.
Yeah, that's important. I'm
gonna have to do some protein days, I think.
Yeah. So my goal for this week, I got this. I am going to come up with an actual plan for, like we talked about. I wanted to start and do
your 365 days of keto.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to come up with an actual plan. So
Battery low.
my goal is
My
next
battery's
Tuesday to have an actual plan set up for the
Charging battery.
365 days of keto.
Phew.
So that's my goal.
All right. That's going to be tough if we're going to Utah.
No, I said I
can
was
always-
doing it. No, I said I was doing it when we got back. Remember? Because drinking at your mom's. I said I was going to be mostly good, but I needed
How
a
are
plan.
you going to adjust if you're doing 365 days of keto? How are you going to adapt to Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween?
I can do it just fine because by that point I will have been doing it for like 8 months and it'll be easy.
Have it established?
Yeah, I'll be established. It'll be fine. It'll be
Alright.
easy.
I'm going to give you shit. You know that.
I'm okay with that.
All right. I love when you make it that eye-rolling comment. It's one of my favorite comments.
I know. So, okay. Thanks everybody for watching. You can catch us live on Tuesday nights on Crossing Colorado's YouTube. You can listen to the replay anytime on YouTube on Crossing Colorado. Mike links it on the website on Thursdays, typically.
I get it uploaded to Anchor and Spotify on Wednesdays, and then I post it on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So Thursday at about 1:30 is when it goes live.
You can also find us on Anchor and Spotify. And join us.
And I'm working on getting on more of them.
Yes. And feel free to join us live for any of your questions or comments on YouTube on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yep.
Anything else?
Groovy. No.
Thank
I
you.
think it covers it.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate it. And have a great night. Have a good week. We got this.
I do.
Make your fitness fun.
It always is. I have lots of fun by myself.